BottleNed here with good news and bad news. Good news is we have some outhouse holes from the 19th century probed out under some concrete where an Irish laborer used to live in the 19th century. Bad news. The outhouse pit is right underneath where the bathroom of a taco shop was. There was a sewer pipe that was ruptured and the water is bursting forth. And it smells really bad. Imagine a toilet in a taco shop.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
In the 1870s, a family dwelling house sat on this site. In the early 20th century, the house was demolished to make way for a commercial building. The last business to occupy the building where the 1800s dwelling house once stood was a taco shop. The taco shop's frequently used bathroom sat in the rear of the building, right over where the old outhouse shed for the 19th century dwelling used to stand. Well, they just tore the taco shop building down to make way for a new development, and in the process, ripped into the old backed up leaky sewer pipe underneath where the taco shop toilet once was. And you'll see in this video, it appears this old sewer line has been leaking for years, right down into the 19th century privy hole. So get ready for some biohazard bot retrieval. Hopefully the B in hepatitis B stands for bottle.
Digging the West with BottleNed.
We got ourselves kind of a crappy situation, literally. So there's a sewer line on top of this hole. It's flooded out, full of poop water. But there is a 19th century outhouse that we found right below it. What to do, what to do? Well, I think we're gonna have to dig it. What do you think?
If something smells bad, I generally tend to try and avoid it then.
Well, not us. Oh, shit. Oh God, I could smell it. Oh, it smells so bad, dude. Oh, I just want to barf. Oh, it's on my glove. All the sewage water is just bubbling up. I tried to cover it with some dirt. This is seriously disgusting.
Let me try and describe the leaky sewer pipe in the ground smell. Okay, instead of a cucumber, imagine a turd and a bunch of dirt pickling in a jar for a year. And then you open the lid. That's the smell.
Ugh, extra stanky. And of course it would have wire mesh in it with the poop water underneath the wire mesh. Well, good. Sludge. Poop sludge. Oh God, it smells. Oh my God, that thing is such a disgusting biohazard. Fortunately, I came prepared. If COVID has taught us anything, it's disinfect. It's already contaminated, dude.
It smells like shit over here.
I know where it's coming from. Whatever I say would not be exaggeration. How badly this smells. It's got the poop mud underneath it, and it's got a slab over it. It's starting to fall into the hole. No, it's not gonna pull out with my hand. It'll slip out of my hand. Shoot shit all over my face. I know what's gonna happen. Just demo it into chunks, and I'll just throw it out with a shovel, so I don't have to touch it. Demo it now before it falls. If you've ever smelled sewer smell, if you know, you know. It's like, it doesn't exactly smell like turds. What does it smell? It smells like turds leached into soil, and it almost has this like chemical smell. I guess that'd be the methane. Yeah, sewer smell. Woo! last of the sludge. The last of the shit sludge. Goodbye. Oh, you're nasty. You're a nasty boy. Whew. Oh, I got some moist turd soil below, but at least it's not the shit sludge. Oh, that stuff is ultra stanky. Ooh. All right, getting below the poop into the older poop already. What do we got here? Ooh, Tool Top Western Whiskey Fifth. All right. Okay. I like to start the hole like that. Yeah. Food bottle. Turn of the century stuff up high. Word. All right, first bot sighting. Looks like an extract from hell.
See what Jerry has going.
Extract.
Oh, no.
Turn.
Yeah, that's kind of the thin one.
Yeah, the thin one.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
exactly.
That smells.
Yeah. Get away. You can't handle the smell. I smell, dude. I'm stinking it up down here. Oh, it's not coming from me. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God, this layer looks juicy. Oh. There's the wall right there. It turns into clean soil. Just really good looking layer down here. Looks a lot better than it smells, let me tell you. Coffee cups, yep. Not very old, turn of the century with that design. Let's see what we got. Looks like a giant vacuum plate. Age on a seal. Yep, turn of the century seal there from bloody England. Yeah, great. Oh, fan bottle-tastic. Need to get all the plates out of the way before you pull. Slick Pharmacy, 1905. Okay. Oh my God, there's a pretty late porcelain stopper. It's got, let's see, Buffalo Brewing, Sacramento with the, whoa, there's the buffalo with the horseshoe. Cool, cool porcelain stopper. My hands are shaking because I'm about to pass out from inhaling all this methane.
If you think ads now are risque, check out the Buffalo Brewing Company's X-rated advertisement from the end of the 19th century, showing a totally bare-chested Indian girl riding a buffalo.
Got a cool spoon, brass spoon, Victorian spoon there. What's this? It's kind of a weird color. Piece of porcelain. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Wow, that looks like a chamber pot, but with a really unusual color and a fancy design, like an Asian looking design. Wow. And it's got an Asian color too. That's the color. It's got a jade. It's got that Chinese. The Chinese love that color. Jade color. Whoa. Very cool piece of pottery. Is that a bottle? Oh crap! Oh, holy shite! Oh my God! It's another EC&M. It's a freaking EC&M. What the hell's going on with this place?
I know,
That's crazy, dude.
Here
What?
we were talking about it.
What? That's an 1870s EC&M electric cable and maintenance company, San Francisco, telegraph insulator. What?
That's cool.
That's crazy. Almost mint. Got a chip right there, but insulator collectors don't care as much.
They don't.
It's a smaller. Here you go. Look at that. Wow, look at the color. So what is that, Honky?
Oh, that's a really odd color.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Oh my God, it's blue. It's like, that's super rare, that color.
Is it a bluish color?
It's blue green. It's they call it like peacock blue or something.
Whoa.
This is a rare color of these.
A better video of the EC&M. Wow, it's like a peacock blue. Unbelievable. Got a little got some smoke in there, some green corruption in the glass. Some green glass slag that got in there. Damn. That's so crazy. What a color.
That's amazing.
You're amazing. Ha! Take it home, honk machine. You get the privilege of cleaning it off.
I can't wait.
That's a real treat.
Glass insulators like this were used on telegraph and later telephone lines to insulate the electrified wire where it met the pole, allowing the electricity to continue down the line. The Electric Construction and Maintenance Company was formed in San Francisco in 1870 for the purpose of constructing and maintaining these lines. EC&M Company contracted a San Francisco glassworks to produce their insulators. You can find these insulators in a wide range of colors, meaning that the glass factory probably didn't pay too much attention to that kind of detail, since it didn't really matter anyway, and probably used any spare bottle glass they could find that was lying around to make the insulators with. You occasionally find old insulators in trash deposits in the West because as new styles of insulators were invented and telegraph poles underwent maintenance and reconstruction, the old insulators were removed, dropped to the ground as litter, and later picked up by people who saw them as trash and threw them into a hole, or thought they looked pretty in a window and held on to them for a while, until eventually they tossed them, died, or their mom threw them out. Here's a green one we found that somebody had been chiseling into for whatever reason, grinding down the embossing for an art project, or out of boredom, or who knows why.
Oh, this just came out. It's got a familiar name on it though, if you ever brush your teeth. Here is some Colgate. This is a perfume product that they made around the turn of the 20th century, 1900, 1905, from New York City. What you got? Whoa, pepper sauce. Oh, I let you in the hole for 2 minutes and this is what happens?
What you get? A ribbed sauce.
Ribbed Gothic sauce. Look at the window on the other
Still
side.
got a little label left on it.
Whoa.
Really nice.
Gothic window? Yeah. Damn. You're honking in 1890. In that age. That bought. Sweet. I like it. Hoorah. Ding dong. Dude.
Out of there.
What happened, man?
Fuck, it smelled so bad. It's starting to make me nauseous and headachy, and
Ugh. Sounds like I should get in.
I think you better.
Suffering succotash. I thought I was just getting used to this smell until I got face to face with it, face level with the crap mud. It's really bad. Here's a bottle. I'm really excited, I swear. Ah, crap. That doesn't help. It's slick and it's broken. Come on now. I got my ass kicked here. I don't know. It's like this poop is like, it's releasing some kind of toxic substance. It's messing up my nose. I don't know. It's like methane. It's like super concentrated methane, dude. Maybe I'm a wussy. If any plumbers are watching, they probably think I'm a total wuss. I guess I am. God damn. This disaster. I wish I was on the boat right now in the clean, blue, pure ocean. Oh my God. This smell, dude. I don't know how much longer I can take this. It turned into gummy elephant crap down there. Just the stickiest clay. You have to like bang your shovel after every load. Oh, it's really, really nasty. Ooh, yes. Oh, it doesn't even come off your shovel like that. It's crazy. Ugh. Okay. Reaching the bottom here, but look at that, right? A wall hugger right in the side wall. Looks like a coffin flask. Oh yeah, that's a coffin whiskey flask right there. Let's dig it out. Huh. Oh, there's some, I might have a friendly neighbor. Okay. Ooh, whoa, damn. Oh, I wish I wasn't embossed. Oh, crap. Coffin whiskey flask.
I'm posting you that stuff for a while.
Looks like we got a pumpkin seed too. Both styles of flask from the 1890s. Seeds in the coffins. Ah, damn, slicker. Some of these are embossed circular slug plate with San Francisco saloon names. They're really amazing when they're embossed. Ooh, dang. Pumpkin seed flask, aka a picnic flask.
Sometimes you'll find a bunch of little pocket whiskey flasks at the bottoms of privies, and you realize that somebody was sneaking a drink into the outhouse. Like today, some people back then used the toilet as an escape from their work, their screaming kids, and other life obligations. I've noticed that you find a lot of half-pint pocket flasks like this in church privies. No doubt hidden in the coats of people who needed a quick pick-me-up in the middle of a long Sunday service.
Damn, I think that's it. Just got this little corner. That was the corner of the pit. You could see the light dirt right there. And there. Yeah, that was just someone was drinking flasks in their outhouse, drinking whiskey, dropping the flasks. There's the corner post right there. Dropping the flasks in one little corner. One night of getting drunk in the privy. That was it right there. Wow. Yes. I'm actually glad to be done with this hole. I'm out of here and away from the smell. Ugh. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right. Digging it right. What?
Ned,
Oh no!
sewer pipe.
Not another sewer pipe! Oh God!
Oh no!
Not again! That thing's a Y. Great. Why does there always have to be an old bathroom under an older bathroom? They just like to put their bathrooms where their privies were. Yeah. God damn it! We're gonna have to saw this thing. Hey O'Neill, just hit it with the sledge. We'll stand back, okay? All right. All right, so we're just exposing our annoying Y-shaped bathroom sewer line. But right underneath, there's some pretty early 1920s ball jar pieces, you know, lime pieces of plateware from the same period. So yeah.
You got something coming out?
Yeah, right below the sewer line.
It's about to, as soon as I break the sewer line, or John
Or
breaks
the sewer line breaks Ned.
Yeah.
We're not sure who's going to break first.
First I break your sewer line, then I break you.
All right, guess what, Ned? I'm through.
Wow, I got some bone from their eating pork or something. Huh. All right, so anatomy here. Wait, so this is the sink. There's the pee trap, and here's the toilet. Okay.
In the interest of bottles, this must be removed.
I agree. Thou shalt not pass. You noticing something scary about this hole?
But
Or not the hole, the pipe. It's for somehow it's like it's going like up instead of down, you know, like it should towards the
draining
street.
backwards.
It's draining backwards. Dude, we're gonna get drained on, man.
I don't want to be drained on this. No way.
Okay,
No.
I'll try to control
No
myself.
draining. No draining.
So what we're gonna have to do is break this pipe, and the problem is if it starts gushing out sewage, we're gonna be shit on. All right, honk number 2 doesn't want to sledge
I ain't
it.
touching that sewer line.
No, you're sledging it, dude.
There's an age limit for sewer lines.
Well, what do you mean? Explain that.
Music? Oh my God!
It's disco sewer.
It's called it's called chip music. Come on.
Not for you, apparently.
Not me.
Wuss.
No, I've reached the age.
Come on, it's up to you, man. You're gonna sledge it.
Disco sewer line.
Yeah, but disco sledge man hitting the sewer line. That's you.
I'll do it.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Just give me the sledge.
Yeah.
Give me the sledge.
Here's a real man, everybody. Don't worry, dude. Hepatitis B is treatable.
Oh God. That is a strong.
What did you say?
I'll fucking do it.
That's right.
When you can't get good help, you got to do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand back, by the way. What's the splashing distance of Oh, corn kernels.
Look at that.
Oh, that's the sink
just
though. That's
liquid.
sink water.
It is.
Okay. You're not that bad. I don't smell anything. Oh, geez, honk machine.
Yeah, I'm right to my leg. I'll survive. That'll be a big bump.
Oof. Ooh, caught some splashback.
Yeah, I think that might just come right out.
Oh!
Can you grab that, Andrew? Yeah.
Or you want to just break it again? How heavy is it?
It's heavy. Here, just go like
Oh,
that.
don't drain it back into the hole. Oh, I gotta get my gloves. I'm not wearing gloves. I can't help you. Sorry.
Throw it in that pile behind you. Yeah.
Oh, don't let it spill out. That's the toilet.
Watch out.
Yeah, you honked that right out there. Look at you, honk machine. I'm not gonna help you out because I don't want to touch your gloves. Sorry. Here, I'll touch your arm.
Don't hurt yourself.
Dude, how did that feel?
Feeling very powerful right now. Very powerful.
You smell too. Yeah, look at that. Wall peeled off. Little mitty. Oh, cool.
Embossed.
Whoa. It's from an obscure town too. It's not even that close to here.
Where?
Wow. It's a drugstore from San Mateo, California.
What's it doing down
I
here?
don't know.
That's a long way to travel.
Yeah. Across state lines too. That's nuts. What do you got?
Oh man. Bromo seltzer.
What?
Cobalt blue.
The money shot.
The money shot.
Damn, that's a patinaed one.
Listen, I was with these guys.
I like it.
taking that age stuff.
Oof.
Sitting at the box going. I go, what the hell are we doing?
That's
And at the bottom,
amazing.
there are high top whiskeys.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Davy Crockett.
Here's an interesting angle Bromo Seltzer used in their 1890s advertising targeted towards socialites. If you keep late hours for society's sake, Bromo Seltzer will cure that headache.
Let's see, looks like they were eating some oysters. Pismo clams. Seafood eaters. Got some ornamental pottery. Wow, look at that. That's kind of more fancy stuff. There's a bed spring. Maybe a child's doll set cup. What did you dig up, man?
Kodak.
Whoa, what is that?
I think it's a photography bottle.
So it's like a photography
developer.
solution?
Yeah, I think so.
What does it say?
It says Eastman, Rochester, New York.
Eastman Kodak.
Right.
Wow. The younger people in the audience won't even recognize that brand. But that is a photography solution bottle for someone developing their own pictures. Whoa. Eastman Kodak Company. There's the measurements for it. So you know it had some kind of chemical solution in it.
In 1878, George Eastman, a bank clerk, was planning a vacation to the Caribbean. And he wanted to take his camera. Unfortunately, in those days, the smallest camera you could bring with you on a trip like that was the size of a microwave oven. George's vacation didn't work out too well, and he set out on a life mission to come up with a way for everyday people to capture and develop pictures more conveniently. In 1888, Eastman came up with a small box-type camera loaded with paper film. Unlike previous methods of photography, which required a long, complicated process, all you had to do to take a picture with this thing was to press a button. This marked a new era of amateur do-it-yourself photography that would continue into the 21st century until it was superseded by the rise of digital technology. George Eastman wanted to make photography accessible to everyone. And this bottle of cheap developing solution he sold that could let someone develop their own photos at home is further proof of how committed he was to his dream of consumer photography.
It's a HHH, man.
Horse medicine.
Whoa, DDT, 1868. That's the date of inception of the company. Whoa.
Harry's Happy Horse. What's the Beatles song with the wonderful, the kite, the Mr. Kite, the wonderful Mr. Kite? Okay, we're gonna go get something to eat.
Horse medicine. HHH.
Probing should have taken this.
Jelly jammers. People collect fruit jars from jelly.
Whoa, what the hell? Dude, is that a duck?
It is.
How crazy is that?
That's a decoy.
Yeah, right.
No, it is. It's a decoy. Quack, quack.
Oh, don't make the noise.
I love
Quack.
ducks.
The dorkiest people on the channel,
Ned, what
everybody.
the f***, Ned?
The
Put me back.
Rothenberg duck,
Put me
Ned.
back.
What do you think that is, seriously?
I think it's a duck. I think it's a decoy.
A decoy? The
No,
ducks
I think
don't
it's-
see
I
any
think-
Keep digging.
I think it's a
one-dimensional.
little target. It's a target.
I'll get in.
It's a target for a carnival.
Right. It's a carnival. Carnival target.
This is just solid glass down here.
It's just like that on my side too.
Look at that.
You want the pico? That's what I use.
Yeah, I'm just slowly chipping away at it.
Kind of put it to one side and clear it out. And then,
Wow. Just jars and
yeah, jar.
ironstone. Wow, barrel hoop.
Yep.
Whoa. Transfer wear from the turn of the century.
Yep. Yep.
Here's a medicine
those.
bottle.
Those are fun.
Let's see this.
I know Andrew really wants the older holes, but I'd enjoy these.
Okay, let's see what this is. Looks like a
You know what,
shoe
we'll
polish.
both get 'em.
Wow, shoe polish. Whoa, that's got kind of the label on it too. Look at, oh, it's got a dude on it. Whoa.
Take the picture before it dries out and flakes away.
Yep. The last documented record. If I could just, yeah, I'm just trying to chip off the, yeah, you can't quite
Shoe dressing?
make, it's
Or-
got to be, yeah,
Or
it's
salad dressing.
well, shoe dressing. There's, yeah, haha.
It's a boot black.
The boot black, yeah. Yeah, as soon as you just touch it, it goes away.
I remember that time Billy dug up that daguerreotype with the miner on it.
Oh my
And it
god.
started flaking away.
Oh
He took it out and
no.
he spray painted it with like, I forget what it was, some sort of. Let's see what it says.
Yeah, can you read it at all?
It's definitely, yeah, it's a boot black. It's a guy polishing a boot.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Cool.
That's just neat. Look at that.
You're just neat. Yeah, it's a dude polishing a boot. Oh, you're right. Oh, I didn't even make that out. I thought it was just some kind of like royalty figure. Or
No, it's a dude
holding a
polishing
scepter. He's holding a boot. It's a freaking another label out of this weird smash pocket. Wow.
You read it?
It's like the sewer water preserved. That I can smell the sewer down there. Shellas?
Shiloh's?
No. It's a varnish. Shellac. It's got some medals, one in 1849, one in 1894. Some awards.
Cool.
A shellac.
Even shellac.
Straight shellacking. I'm not shellacking, I'm digging.
Very cool. Very cool.
God, this is crazy. What the? Whoa, what's this? It's citrate of magnesia. Oh no, California Bottling Company, San Francisco. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. Blob top split beer, California Bottling Company. A clear one though, that's a rare color. Whoa, what the hell is this thing? Whoa, oh, it's a weirdo salt pepper shaker type of thing. Look at the design. This is a I don't know what style this is, but it's an unusual, like a pepper shaker. Looks like a milk glass, right?
Yeah, it's like opaline or something.
Opaline, yeah. That's cool. Still got the cap on it too.
I just took a 5-minute course in Google University and figured out that this is probably a late Victorian pattern glass shaker made by the Consolidated Lamp and Glass Company in a style called scroll narrow base. As always, if anyone has any more information, let me know in the comments and I'll make an update in the description.
Pumpkin seed. Look at that pumpkin seed.
Hey, this guy had a horse stable. He definitely had horses. Here's another HHH horse medicine. Broken.
Yeah, look at that one.
All right, I'm below that smashy layer. Now I'm down to an ashy layer. Huh. That's more like a sparse. Just they dumped the stove ash in there. Kind of more of a sparse layer. Maybe there's one thing. I wonder what the age is. Still like 1890s decorative glass from that period right there. Yeah. Whew. Guy had a stable, you know, you think he'd be drinking bourbon whiskey. Oh, what's this? It's like part of a crock, giant crock, one of those turn of the century more crocks. Big old honking lamp chimney right on the sidewall. It's almost intact. Look at that. Lamp chimney. More shells. They like the seafood. It's almost like they're Chinese down here eating those clams. It's crazy. We're right underneath where the toilet was, and you can tell the sewer pipe was leaking because this area is more moist in here, and these roots are just plunging right down into the hole, following that, chasing the moisture. It's like root ball at the bottom corner right there below the toilet. And it smells like sewer, but not as bad as last week, let me tell you. This is like freaking fresh air in the Bahamas compared to that one. But we will not talk about that anymore. We will make no mention. Here's the kind of scoop I like. Cross your fingers, dude. Ugh.
Let's see.
Bumps, bumps, bumps. Oh, God. Son of a bitch.
Here. Oh well.
Here's an embossed one from about 1888 from a San Francisco saloon called the Magnolia. It even has the address of the saloon on 213 Montgomery Street. How cool is that?
So there's the wall. Look at that. Little evidence of the redwood liner. Clean dirt, hard, light, blonde. Here's the sexy night soil. Yeah, just look at it. Just look at it. Seeds. Look at how seedy that is. Oh, there's a bot right there. Come on, baby, right on the side wall. There's a bot on the wall. Come on. Come on.
Bones?
Unembossed Western medicine. Jeez.
Throw it up.
There we go. Patent medicine, unembossed. Circa 1890, blown at a San Francisco glass house. Look at this, right? Falling out of the... Sometimes the corner post leaves a void that trash gets sucked into, but this cool aperitif glass, almost intact. Just got, that's why they threw it out right there. Decorative glass,
Oh, yeah.
maybe 1880s, dimpled. It looks like an aperitif or a digestif glass because it's smaller. It's not beer.
That's nice.
Well, there you have it. One 1890s outhouse. Checked off the list before these footings were ripped out and the whole thing was destroyed forever. This fragile bot. So here's the stuff we got out of here. Some of the bot here. Little cold cream jar. Some pharmacies. That's an oyster ketchup. That's a shoe fly or a coffin. It's actually a coffin half pint whiskey flask. Patent medicine, circa 1890. Pumpkin seed whiskey flask. Dr. Pitcher's Castoria. Don't we love those? They say on the side. Dr. S. Pitcher's Castoria. It's like a baby medicine. They promised it to be free of opioids, so it wouldn't kill your baby. So nice. Some more pharmaceutical bots. The labeled bots. The Eastman Kodak. Pharmaceuticals and other pitchers. The HHH horse medicine, you know. That was probably the year that the company started. The celebrated horse medicine. These go back really early. This one's from about 1890, 1895, but you could find them made at Western glass houses back to 1868. So you can guess the way those ones from 1868 look like. Darker aqua, cruder, beautiful. Another oyster ketchup. Come on. Come on. That's a turn mold. Oh, this came out too. It's kind of cool. It's a H.J. Heinz ketchup. An earlier one, in the 1890s. So it's kind of an older H.J. Heinz tool top. A screw top, but it's made by hand, which is harder to find. Most screw tops, they didn't start using them massively until they invented the Owens bottle making machine, and they could make these more uniform so they'd fit all the caps. So the handmade screw tops are sloppier. So sometimes the caps wouldn't fit on tightly enough to preserve the product. That was a problem back then. So earlier screw tops are kind of cool, handmade ones. 3-in-1 oil, the duck target from an old carnival. It's kind of a good guess, shoot a BB gun or a 22 or something at a duck, I don't know, or something. Probably the coolest thing out of the whole, just so weird. Something you don't see every day. Come on. All right. They can hide, but they can't run. The bot.
And now it's time for the Bottle of the Week, featuring Tawaba, Nevada White Sage Hair Restorative. The story of this rare bot starts in a small town in northern Nevada called Elko. A rough place in the Old West that was surrounded by a warlike tribe of Indians called the Paiutes, and barren deserts full of snakes and weird rocks that move on their own. Elko was originally established in 1868 as a supply town for the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad in that area, and quickly grew into the county seat. Along comes a group of men, William Thomas and Samuel Gaston, both sheriff's deputies, Joe Boardman, a miner, as well as arguably the most colorful character in the group, ex-saloon owner and sheriff of Elko County, Joshua Fitch, who had an action-packed past as sheriff, being involved in numerous gunfights in the county. From the Sacramento Daily Union, September 6, 1872. A desperate struggle. A dispatch received from Kelton by Sheriff Fitch states that his posse, who went in pursuit of 3 men who robbed the stage near Humboldt Wells a few nights since, overtook the robbers near Goose Creek and had a desperate fight with them, the deputy and 2 assistants having their horses shot dead under them. The posse were armed with Henry rifles, but could get nothing. After losing their horses, they were obliged to make their way to Kelton on foot. In the same fashion as Wyatt Earp and his enterprising family, these local lawmen had an idea for a possible get-rich-quick scheme, funding, formulating, and patenting a product called Tawaba, or Nevada Natural Hair Restorative of White Sage. It was known that local Indian tribes used white sage as an incense and for tea, but there are no references that it was ever used as a hair restorer. But these guys knew that if you put an indigenous-sounding name on a medicinal product, people would view it as healthy, natural, and an ancient remedy for anything you tell them it cured. Does that sound familiar? Fitch ordered bottles for the product blown at a glassworks in San Francisco, and on May 6, 1871, the first advertisements for Tawaba appeared in San Francisco newspapers. The product was met by the public with little enthusiasm. Tawaba was advertised to not only regrow hair, but to take the gray out. 2 big claims it couldn't deliver on. The formula for Tawaba was the sage, an essence of orange, and a bunch of alcohol. But it was lacking one thing that made other bullshit hair products of the time more successful: black dye. You see, with other products that also couldn't regrow hair, at least they took away the gray. At least until the dye washed out. And then the person would have to buy more of the product to cover the gray again. A marginally good business model compared to Tawaba's. After all, when you're claiming your product does the impossible by adding new hair to a balding head and taking the gray out, you can only trick a person once. And then they tell their friends. Fitch must have seen this coming, because only a few months in, he sold his share of the enterprise to Samuel Gaston. And sure enough, the last ad for Tawaba can be found only a few years later, in May of 1873. And with that, the enterprise was over. And all that remained to mark its legacy was a very small handful of these beautiful bottles, scattered underground throughout the West. To date, there are less than 20 examples of the Tawaba bottle known to exist in the whole world. BottleNed don't care about being rich. All BottleNed wants to do is to make these videos and pay his mountain of damn bills. So please help with whatever you can, and I'll continue the education and the fun. And thanks a lot. Your support is unbelievably appreciated. And I'm going to do another bottle raffle for my patrons soon. Bottle!